Good morning, guys. I hope you are all doing good. Today, I'm very happy because the topic I'm going to introduce to you today is worth watching. So, watch till the end. I hope you are all happy and your cows are happy because we say a happy cow is a happy farmer. A happy farmer, a happy cow. So, let's dive into the topic of the day. So, here today I want to talk about what are you supposed to do, ama what are you what factors should you consider before venturing into dairy industry, into dairy farming. So the first thing that you need, you have to find a mentor, you have to find an expert, yeah, in the dairy field. You have to know, to be guided on dairy farming. So if you have a pen, you may want to write some few details, or some few points. Kindly do so. So the first thing that you need is you have to find a mentor. You have to find a mentor. Whether you like it or not, you have to find a mentor. It can be someone who has experience in dairy farming, or someone who has been all a vet, yeah, or we have dairy advisors. You have to find, so that you can know what you are venturing into. So the second thing that you need to do is feeds. Hey, this is a very complicated topic, but it is worth feeds. Before you even think of anything, the feed must be there. So you have to have feeds that's gonna last for, let's say, 8 months. If you are new to dairy, 8 months. There are many ways that you can preserve or store or feeds. One, you can have hay, you can have silage. So it's up to you to decide the regime that you want to introduce to your cows once you buy your cows. So feeds, and there are two ways you can get feed. Either you outsource from someone else, or you plant your own. When you are planting your own, you have to know which type of feed that you need to plant. One, you can plant yellow maize, the corn. You can plant napier grass. You can plant other type of grasses like bracharia. We have Kikuyu grass. We have different types of grasses. You have to plant them in advance. So you have to know which are protein based forages, all that. Then you have to make silage. You have to make silage. Silage is a good fodder because it is a fermented. You have to buy or plant haze, bales of haze. You have to keep or to preserve those feeds for a long time, because once you have enough feed to last you for like 6 months or 8 months, you can start your dairy farming. So feed is very major topic when you are dealing with dairy cows, because you won't your cow won't eat uh, food like a human being does. So you need fodder, and you need fodder in plenty. So you have to be very conservant when you come to feeds. And remember, the feeds that you plant quality feeds, quality fodder, because the one that you outsource will not be, you can't guarantee the quality, yeah. So you have to plant quality fodder in very large quantity, yeah. If it is napier grass, go for varieties like we have super napier one, the Pakachong one, yeah. Go for desmodium, go for the career grass, go for those bracharia grasses. You have to know which fodder will be of good quality for your dairy farm. So that's the second topic. The first we have said about find an expert. So the second one is the feeds and fodder. So still on the feed and fodder, you have to know where you'll be sourcing your concentrate. Yeah, before you bring your cows, you have to have some concentrate. So you can buy concentrate that can last for even 6 months if you have the capital. Yeah. So the thing is, although concentrate pays like 30% of the feeds for your cows, 70% is the forage, is the fodder itself. Those I was talking about, the silage, the napier grass, and the rice. So you must have the feed itself. You have to have the concentrates. You have to have the minerals. So the third thing you need is you have to have capital. For you to outsource the fodder, for you to outsource the concentrates and minerals, you need capital. So there are different ways of sourcing for capital. One, you can get your capital from your savings. Yeah, if you had savings, you can. Then you have loans. You can take loans. Yeah, but the best thing is, I would advise farmers is don't start big. Don't have like 10 cows. You don't have experience. Don't do that. So start small. So if you plan to rear or to start dairy farming by next year, start saving today. Start planting fodder today, so that maybe we have 2 seasons in a year. So the first season, all your fodder you have preserved them through silage or berry, hay, that is all, and you still have the money to buy the cow and for maintenance and all that. So for capital, you have to have capital whether you like it or not, but you don't need so much capital. If you just need the capital to start with one cow, then you keep on growing, getting the experience, interacting with other dairy farmers so that you can know what to do and what not to do. So that is capital. The fourth one, and this is very, very critical, is about labor. Where are you going to get laborers? If the dairy farming is not your main, you are doing it as a side hustle, or even you are doing it full time, you can't do it on your own. You can do it your own if you don't have any other thing that you are doing, but if you have many cows, you can't do it on your own. So you have to outsource labor. Yeah. So when you are outsourcing laborers, what are things that you should know when you are outsourcing? What kind of people are you going to look for when you are outsourcing? So there are very many things that you should ask yourself when you are working with, when you are outsourcing for laborers. So be very, very keen when it comes to labor, because you may find, like now I can give you a story about myself. I started with one, so I kept on buying, and they kept on carving down. So I had this guy, but I just the guy came to me and told me he was looking for a job. I asked if he had the experience about dairy, and he said yes. So because I felt mercy for that guy, I gave the guy the job. I started training the guy, but the guy was very arrogant. Yeah, very arrogant. He was not a go-getter. Even if you assign the job to that guy, he would do just like that and go. Sometimes he could come home drunk. He could come at 11 p.m. and he start knocking at your gate, and you open for him. I started thinking and asking myself question: is this guy worth the job, or will this guy help me achieve my dream? Are we sharing the same vision with the guy? So one day I told the guy I had already bought some fodder, that is napier grass, somewhere far, and I asked the guy to go and cut the napier so that I can send someone to go and pick. The guy left home at 8 in the morning, and by 1 p.m. I went with the guy that was going to carry the napier, but I found the guy had already cut 2 wheelbarrows, and I've gone with pickup. Without thinking, I just to kick the guy out. So there are some factors you should check when you are outsourcing for labor. You have to set some system, yeah, so that the guys or the workers can know what they are supposed to do. You have to set some rules for the guys, and you assign. Let's say you have employed two guys. One is for fodder, and the other one is for one is for feeding the cow, and the one is for milking and cleaning the sheds. So assign the laborer, assign the employee with his or her own chores, because if something goes wrong, you are going to ask that person, why did this happen? So they are not going to put the blame on each other. So you have to be very keen when you're outsourcing for labor. Check for someone who has the expertise, yeah, who has worked with data before, because it will take you time to start training that guy on on data. So be very, very keen when you are working on labor. There are very many subjects that you should cover when we are talking about labor. Yeah, what's the salary? Yeah, is the salary that you are going to pay that guy or that woman good? Will that salary be of any use to that person? Yeah, will it help that person? Is the work that he or she is doing correspond with the amount of the money that you are paying that guy? So you have to keep on asking yourself those questions. Remember, it's your vision, it's your dream. It's your dream to have a dairy farm, but those guys are the ones who are going to take that vision to another level. Set targets to those guys. Tell them what is needed and by when. Yeah, if something goes wrong, you ask them. So go take them to training so that they can get the knowledge on how to rear more cows, on how to take care of cows. Yeah, don't be selfish. Share with them, treat them like your brothers and sisters. Yeah, but let there be some respect between you two. Once you do that, you will be on a safer side, and then you don't have to pay them at the end of the month. You can be paying them like 1/3 after the second week and 2/3 at the end of the month. That guy won't be selling your milk without your knowledge, especially if you're a telephone farmer. There are so many things that happens that you guys don't know. Yeah, you don't know. So you have to be, for that guy to be, everyone has needs, and everyone want to fulfill their needs. So if you treat that guy badly, he will also treat your cows badly. He will also treat you badly. So your dream will keep on dwindling. So you have to know how to relate with workers and how you can outsource that labor. So be very keen on that and work on it. Then we have we can have other factors like we have farm machineries. What do you need to buy for your farm to run effectively? So the first thing, if you're a small scale farmer, you need a chaff cutter or a small sided chopper. This will help you so big because there will be no wastage of feed or fodder. Like now, if you are using a panga to cut napier grass, and someone else is using a chaff cutter to cut the napier grass, there is a big difference. The one using the chaff cutter will save a lot of fodder, unlike the one who is using a panga. So invest in a chopper, or you can even invest in both. Yeah. Other thing, you need a wheelbarrow to be carrying the cow dung. You need a shovel. You need pangas. You need gumboot for your workers. You need aprons for them. You need many things. Once you start investing in those machinery, you need the milking machine if you have many. But for small scale farmers, if you have like 5 cows going downward or 4, you don't need a milking machine. You can do it on hand. Yeah. So you need those. And as you keep progressing, you keep on adding machineries. So the advantages of machinery is they will make work easier. They will make work, although it's not perfect, because nothing is perfect, it will make your work to be more easier and more less perfect for, and not less perfect, but perfect for your employees and for you also. So you need other things, like you need tank where you outsource, where you keep your water. You need those tanks. You need some machineries. So research about the machinery that you need in your farm and buy them. So and remember, you need capital for you to have all that. Yeah. So you need another factor. The sixth one is rand. Let me repeat for those who are joining. So the first one, we said you have to find an expert. The second one, you need about feeds and fodder. You have to have a feeding plan. You have to have the capital, the labor, yeah, the farm machineries. Now let's come to the housing of the cows. Yeah, you need the cow barn or the cow shed, whichever you call it. So how are you supposed to build that cow shed, that cow barn? How are you supposed to make it? So the first thing that you need is due to capital and expenses and all that, find the locally available materials. Like here we have trees, as you can see. Yeah, you can use those trees, but if you have capital, just by do a concrete and use metals, they will last longer. Yeah, they will last longer compared to timbers and comparing to timbers, because timber will be eaten away by the cow dung, and the cow urine will eat away the timber. Still it eats metal, but not as much as it eats what? The timbers. So you have to be very, very keen. So on the cow floor, on the shed floor, are you going to use the concrete? Are you going to use the stones? Are you going to use the cabros? So you have to ask yourself so many questions, but go with your your pocket. Yeah, what are you capable of buying? Yeah, so go with that. Then how many? Because you have to remember, a cow gives birth once in a year. For each and every year, you have a calf. Yeah. With that in mind, you know you are going to extend your cow shed so that it can accommodate more cows as the year goes. So you are not supposed to build just a cow shed for 2 cows and you expect it is over. No, you have to have in mind, by the next year, I want to start a dairy farm by next year. So I'm going to make a cow shed of, like, if you are going to start with 2, make for 4. Yeah, so that those calf will also be in calf and they will calf down. The same case with those cows. So you have to make a bigger shed. Yeah, and still you have to make calf pens, because once the cow calves down, those calves need somewhere to stay. Those are calf pens, so you have to make them. Yeah, you have to make them. So invest and ask a lot of questions, consult expert on how you should make or build your cow shed, and with that you keep on increasing the cow shed as time goes. Then you need a land. So how can you access land? Assuming you're small scale and you don't have dairy farmer and you don't have money to buy land, the first thing is leasing. Yeah, you can lease land where you can plant your fodder. There are many lands that are unusable, so the best thing is you can lease. You can lease for 10 years, you can lease for 5 years, depending on what you agree with the owner of the land. That is one thing. So, and leasing land will make you one day own land, because remember, once like you lease land, like here we did that 1 acre for 12,000 in a year. So 12,000 in a year, if you are a good farmer, 12,000 you can get with a week when you are selling milk. So that week, let's say the sale of milk that for that week will cater for the payment for the RAD for the whole year. And with that one acre of land, let's say we have 2 seasons, you can outsource, you can plant fodder for like that to be eaten by a cow for, depending on the number of a cow, let's say for 3 months or for 4 months, and still your money will keep on multiplying. So RAND, don't buy just lease. Start from there. Leasing. As your farm grows, you'll continue having more money. You can take a loan. Yeah. You can take if you go to a dairy society cooperative, you can borrow a loan, and then you buy your own land. Yeah. And the cow will pay it for you. So for RAND, you have to lease, whether you like it or not, because you cannot keep on outsourcing fodder. Maybe like now, if I live around town, so you can't keep on outsourcing, because you will be depleted of your money. So be very keen on that. Number 8, that is, you have to find a qualified vet. A qualified vet. I had so many cases when I was starting. I had so many cases of vets. The cow came on heat. You call the vet, but the vet doesn't show up. Yeah, he keeps on telling, I'm coming. And when he comes, it is already too late. Even if he serves the cow without even examining the cow, if he take, I went through a lot, but I wouldn't want any other farmer to go what I went through. So you have to look for a good vet. Yeah, some farmers in your area knows who is a good vet. They can tell because they interact with them daily. And like now, when your cow comes on heat, you have to know which trait do you want to improve on your cow. So the vet should not come just, how much do you want? Which semen do you want? For how much? No, he or she should come with a catalog, yeah, of the semen they have, so that you can choose and select the qualities or the traits that you want. So qualified vets, you have to do so that even if a cow, not only the heat, even let's say something happened in the farm and you need a vet. So is that vet reliable? Is he always on time? So you have to ask yourself those questions. And the cost, you know, some people or some vets come to your home, depending on the disease that your cow has, whatever he sees on your home, maybe he has seen 2 cars, yeah, he'll charge you depending on what he has seen. So you must be very keen. Is this the kind of a doctor? Is this the kind of a veterinary doctor that I need? So that's another thing. Then let's go to when you are buying a cow. This is step number 9. So when you are buying a cow, you have to know which breed do you want. So we have different breeds. We have Frisian, we have Jersey, Asher, we have Guernsey, we have others like I have seen other breed like Freckview. That is a dual purpose cow. It can give you milk and meat at the same time. So you have to decide which kind of breed do you want. Yeah, like now Frisian gives a lot of milk, but the butter fat in Frisian cow milk is not the same compared with Asher. So you have to know what do you want. Yeah, so you have to know that the breed plays a bigger role. But for me, in years to come, I plan to mix my breeds so that I can increase the quantity of my not the quantity, the quality of my milk. Yeah, right now I have a Frisian, and with time I need to buy an Asher, so that the quality, or a Freck View, so that the quality of the milk could be better. So that's another thing when you're buying. And whenever you're buying, always buy not a pregnant, an in calf. Yeah, an in calf, either an in calf heifer. Start with an in calf heifer. So let's say it is in calf for 5 months. So buy that. Don't go buy a small heifer, because again, there is another video I talked about when a heifer or a cow gives birth, or calves twins, that is a heifer and a male, that heifer will never ever conceive. So that's why I'm saying, always make sure you buy, when you are buying, start with a heifer, an in-calf heifer. It may cost you a lot, but it's worth it, because it is a guarantee that the cow will calf down, rather than buying a small heifer and then it will never conceive. So make sure you observe that. That is when you're buying cows. Also, ask for, if does the mother have the history of mastitis or any other disease. There are so many things that you have to ask yourself. Yeah, because some trait is carried from the mother or from the father to the calf. So you have to be very, very keen when you are buying those cows. Also remember, where are you buying those cows from? Is that farm reputable? Do they have the history of great breeds? So you have to ask yourself. It may cost you a lot when you are buying an in-calf heifer, but it is worth. Sometimes expensive is cheap, and cheap is expensive. So start depending on your capabilities. Yeah, you can buy even 2 or 3, and you start from there. So with that, and remember, we say the first thing, you have to do what? To have consulted a professional on that, and you already have a fodder. So now we are talking about 6 or 8 months after you have kept all your fodder. So that's it, the fodder that can last you for all those months when you have bought the cow. So now another factor, this factor number 10 that you should consider, is the market. So once you buy those cow and they calf down, where are you going to get the market for the milk? That's a very, very crucial thing that you should ask yourself, because of late I've seen, it's not about being recognized, it's about how your farm is running. Like now, I went to I have a neighbor who keeps cow also, but he takes his milk to a dairy cooperative. I'm not saying it's bad to take your milk to a dairy cooperative, but for me, I sell to a shop. Yeah, so like currently I'm selling at 60, but he at the dairy, they are selling at they buy milk from farmers at 42 shillings. So there's a deviation of 18 bob per liter. So I asked the guy, that is 18 shillings per liter. So like for let's say for a week you have 200 liters. For 200 you multiply by 18, that is 3600 per week. That is per week. That's such huge amount of difference. But also he has an advantage, as in, if he want to get a loan, he can get through the cooperative society. But I don't see that as an advantage. Here we are talking about money. Here we are talking about business. So what are you supposed to do? So it is a matter of doing research and knowing what you should do. Yeah, because something is like colonization of mind. Yeah, you need money. You need money for your farm to keep on running. So discover, keep improvising ways on how you can minimize the cost and uh, and increase the production, and you being paid with on the milk value and all that. So be very keen on that. The other thing that we should talk about is the insurance. Yeah, nowadays you can insure your cow from death, from theft. So if you are so much into that, you have to think deeply. You have to know what exactly you need, and talk to insurance companies. They are there, and your cow may be insured against death, against theft. Yeah, so many things you can insure your cow against. Lastly, I would advise the last factor you should consider is seeking knowledge. Knowledge is very, very important. Knowledge is very important. You have to seek knowledge. You have to go to seminars, and I keep on repeating that. You have to go to where dairy farmers are. Yeah, talk with them, visit them, know what they are doing and what they are supposed to be doing. So I believe with with adequate knowledge, you can go far. Yeah, so keep on seeking knowledge, keep on researching and doing all that, because at the end of it all, it's your vision, it's your dream to have a dairy farm. Yeah, so I believe you have learned one or two things maybe you never knew, and if you know other things, you can comment so that we can keep on sharing knowledge, so that we can keep on running and making each and every person a better person. Because with knowledge we can't help all people financially, but we can offer them knowledge, and I believe we will go far as dairy farmers. So to summarize what I have talked about is the factors that you should consider before going into dairy is: one, you have to find an expert. Find an expert or experienced farmer. You have to plan for the feeds, quality feeds, and the quantity that you give to your cows. You have to plan for your cow house or cow barn, the cow shed, that is. You have to plan for capital. Must have capital. Yeah, you must have capital. Then you talk about labor. We are going to absorb the labor. We have the farm machinery. We have land. Yeah, so leasing land is the easiest way rather than buying land. We have to have qualified vet. Yeah, qualified vets. You must have a vet in the house. Yeah, in the farm. What are factors you should consider when you are buying cows? Yeah, always buy in-calf heifers or in-calf lactating cows. Yeah, then you have to have insurance. Yeah, insurance is not a must-have, but it's good, advisable to have insurance. Then you have to seek knowledge. You have to talk about markets. Yeah, all those you have to consider them. And remember, the dairy cows, they keep on giving birth, they keep calving down. So what you have to extend your cow shed, you have to increase your knowledge, so I would advise you just start small and then you grow big, and with time you will conquer many things. So I believe you have learned something. So just like my video, subscribe, comment. Yeah, is all I'm asking of you, so that we can keep on sharing knowledge and all that. So help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Only that, I don't need many, I just need 1,000, and with time people will keep on gaining knowledge as I continue sharing through the experience that I have had as a dairy farmer. So I want to thank you all for those who took time to watch my video, and I'm looking forward for more videos, for more educative information. Let's keep educating each other, let's keep sharing knowledge, and I believe we will go far as farmers. Thank you, and may you have a wonderful time.